Let's go on to question 37. And for those who have done a lot of PSLE papers within this recent 10 years, you would have chanced upon one of the questions like this, using a two-way switch to control different appliances in a room. So in this question, Anna wanted to install a ceiling fan with light in her living room. Given different combinations of switches, you have to draw a circuit that can give us the same result, where switch 1, which is S1 over here, it is a two-way switch that can move and toggle between A and B. Same for switch 2, also another two-way switch. You can toggle between two to control different pubs. So that's the beauty of a two-way switch. You can just have one switch, but depends on where you move it to, it can control different pubs, but always one at a time. Looking at the first combination, when S1 is at A, just draw a rough one here. When switch 1 is at A, switch 2 is also at A, it will cause the fan and the light to both switch on at the same time. So this indicates that when we shift the switches and toggle to A and A, it should form a closed circuit between the fan motor and also the bulb. For this question, it can be tricky for those who have done the PSLE question. The common mistake is they drew a circuit that's closed. For example, closing in from the wire to the fan motor, down to the wire. It has moved down to A already. We just link it to the bulb. What most students make a mistake over here is they just join like this, but there are no batteries. So you have to make sure that you always have a battery in a circuit to provide the power source. So I just draw maybe just two batteries over here to be placed in the circuit. The next part is about the others. When it's still at A, but now S2 move to B, none of them should work. So that means once we shift this over here, in switch 2 moving to B, it should form an open circuit. But how do we use it to link? We can just join them both like this. Always draw in pencil so that you can always do a trial and error to see which combinations or which circuit best work for the situation. So the answer will be like this, but also remembering to put in your batteries into the circuit. So the answer should look something like this. We have a part B for this same question, also a common question for electrical circuit, where you find that with increasing number of bulbs added to a circuit, if the brightness does not change at all, if the brightness doesn't change, it shows that the bulbs are arranged in parallel. And if you have more and more bulbs in series, the bulbs become dimmer and dimmer when they share electricity or less electric current flows through a greater number of bulbs. So for number 1, answer should be parallel and then series. In number 2, we have some restrictions over here. We cannot change the number and a range of bulbs. What can she do to increase the brightness? Quite easy answer for here. We just simply say more batteries. And when it comes to explanation, just write down the effect of having more batteries, which is more electricity flowing through the circuit. The bulbs can become brighter.